All right, I'm Matt,
I'm Alex.
and this is a radio show where we answer randomized questions that we find on the internet and try and give good answers. So let's go ahead and
Start with
number 2 right here. What do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up on?
probably comedy. I don't know. That'd be a difficult thing for me to give up on.
I think.
Or eating.
Eating. Eating would be a bummer.
Yeah.
I went to this. No joke. This is a true story. Jason and I went to this Boy Scout camp. For a whole week. He'll remember this. Keenan Branch was actually there too.
Oh yeah.
That's how I met Keenan. Actually, it was like 6th grade, I think, and we had to fast for 2 days. It was like a Christian camp too, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! Like, I gotta eat though." They're like, "Nah, They're like, you're gonna fast for 2 days." So we fasted for 2 days.
For 2 whole days.
And it was the worst. It was
I can
so,
do that.
It was so bad.
I think the longest I've gone without having anything to eat is probably like maybe 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. And that was hard.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of people going weeks without food, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, I'd be so mad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just... I think it's not, like, not having food. It's just a feeling of dying.
And
Like,
being
that...
hungry, yeah.
Well, the feeling of hungry is, like, you're slowly dying. Like...
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So that's why it sucks.
Just slowly dying for a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Slowly dying for a few weeks. Hey, look at me. I haven't had anything to eat. I'm going to die. And I feel that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was moving.
Thank you. Poetry right there.
Poetry.
I did that at a slam poetry
Yeah?
open mic once.
How'd it go?
Pretty bad. I gotta be
Yeah?
honest.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounded like... I'm not going to lie. When you were talking there, I thought you were Allen Ginsberg for a
Yeah.
second.
Immediately booed
I
off the
thought,
stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. People just don't get art now, you
Well,
know?
I asked people after. I was like, did I sound like Allen Ginsberg there? And they're like, absolutely not.
Wow. Really?
In fact, Allen Ginsberg went on right after me.
He's dead. Yeah.
And he was...
So did wow, it sounds like people don't know art, man. People just don't know. Don't listen to people. Just don't even listen. You're just perfect. And
Yeah.
your poetry's amazing.
And I got water all over my face.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do you like spicy food, and why? Ooh, they don't even leave it at. Do you like spicy food? It's why as well.
I think it depends on
like
it depends. Yeah. Because it makes my shits hurt. Gives me that extra zest I need
to wake up in the morning.
Yeah. It depends how spicy it is. Like, I could eat maybe like a couple of slices of those jalapenos.
Ugh.
Like, I think that's as far as I can go. Like if I'm eating like spicy chicken wings or something like that, there's only a certain level of heat before it gets uncomfortable and you don't want to eat it anymore.
Well, yeah.
Like my dad makes chili, right? And he puts way too many jalapenos in it, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Because when you eat it, like you're literally sweating.
You're mad.
Because it's so like you can't. It takes you like hours to eat it.
You're like, what
but
is
meanwhile,
this?
my dad like scarfs it down in like 10 minutes. He's like, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
you guys are
can't.
talking about.
Generally speaking, I don't like spicy food at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even eat Cheerios without having to go to the hospital out of fear that I'm dying. I don't know what it is.
I think it
I
depends.
guess we got to answer the why.
Yeah. I think it's how you were raised.
I mean,
to be honest,
no,
like,
well, here's the
kind of-
thing. Everyone in my family loves spicy stuff. I can't speak for everyone.
Well,
but my
how many
sister-
spicy things did you eat when you were like in your childhood?
Well, I'd eat them and hate it and just be mad. And
Yeah,
I think
I think
I don't
that's-
want to eat this stuff.
I think
But
it's just like
the rest
a.
of my family likes it. I don't know.
I think it's like a genetic sort of thing, like
Yeah,
the
I mean-
taste buds that you have.
Here's the thing, though.
Like,
Michael Marks and I,
Yeah.
in elementary school, we used to have jalapeno eating contests in the lunchroom because they used to or it was in middle school actually, and they'd have these little they'd have jalapenos for students to just like eat, which was nice. Yeah, it was cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so we used to get like ramekins full of them, and just eat it in front of people.
Ramekins?
So yeah, so I used to like
What's a
what's a ramekin?
yeah? Is that like what I? For
It's
some
like
reason,
a
I'm
plastic
for
thing
s-
that
yeah, like
ranch
like
comes
a-
in when you order a salad.
Oh, okay. But for
It's
some
a,
reason,
it's a
I was
little
picturing,
like cup.
for some reason, I was picturing like, you know, those like dolls that come apart. For some reason, I was picturing that.
Yeah, so I just ate jalapenos out of a
Yeah, you
Chinese
just,
doll.
It's just like you pop one out, and then there's a smaller one inside, and then
Yeah.
and then
and then you. Just
and
more.
then all of a sudden the smallest one has jalapenos in it,
Yeah.
but just one.
Just one.
So you have to bring a lot of those.
So we used to eat those a lot, and I'd like it, and I'd be like, you know. But I just slowly, I
Yeah.
think after I stopped eating those jalapenos, I stopped liking spicy food.
I've
yeah.
I've always enjoyed spicy food. Depending, it just can't be too spicy, otherwise
Yeah.
it's too much.
Understand.
I don't like chipotle
Chipotle
sauce.
Oh, I think at the restaurant. I was like, why? Are you not American? What's your problem? Chipotle's
Isn't it-
good.
Yeah, it's sad that it was like American invented though.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if you're truly American, you got to say Chipotle, because that's how every fucking person says it. Chipotle. Want to go to Chipotle? I don't know what planet that is, but I want to eat at Chipotle. Like, I don't.
I've never, you know, I've
I
never
don't know what
had,
solar
I've
system
never
that
had
is.
Chipotle. What is that like? Italian cuisine?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's a lot
okay.
like Chipotle,
It's like an inside out
except
burrito.
say it dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. it's the dumb version. Of
Exactly.
Chipotle. Yeah, I gotcha.
All those
Okay.
restaurants are good though, and like Qdoba and Moe's Southwest
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Are you old fashioned?
Is that another question? Or you just
Yeah. That's the next one.
depends on what. You know,
I
I don't ride horses anywhere.
Yeah,
so
I say
guess-
absolutely not. I say anyone who has an iPhone is not old fashioned at all.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can't. I mean, like, all right, you can have.
Well, my dad has an iPhone. Did you know that?
Yeah.
My dad has an iPhone 6 Plus, and he doesn't even know how the world works yet, and he's confused by it. And he's like, I can see my emails.
Well,
He's
I mean, like
yeah,
you can
phones
have
are-
you can have like an iPhone, but use it as like a regular cell phone. You know, like.
Yeah, of course. That
But
could
then,
be old
then I
fashioned.
think that's old fashioned. Like if you make
Okay.
phone calls on it. But if like our generation uses phones for like games, emails, that's not old fashioned.
I suppose.
You know,
Yeah.
like sending a letter in the mail is pretty old fashioned, and I still do that.
I still do that. Okay, so then
sometimes.
you're old fashioned.
Not like super old fashioned.
That's not the question. Didn't say super old fashioned.
Are
It said,
you-
Alex, are you old fashioned? And you lied right to my face.
Maybe like half and half.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm like a bottle of half and half
Okay.
to put in your coffee creamer.
Yeah, there you go.
Coffee.
Coffee.
You don't add half and half to coffee creamer.
Unless you're
half-
hardcore. And you're like,
Half and-
yeah.
I love
my
coffee. Love my coffee creamer with creamer, but half creamer, half milk.
So, dude, I haven't had coffee, really, and I think it's
Yeah,
time,
and like
I think it's time
I think
that
like
I have,
19 years.
Yeah, it's been too long. I've had the thing is
I
I've
haven't
gone to
had coffee,
Starbucks
though.
and just had the sugar
Yeah.
drinks.
I don't-
You know? And
I
I don't
don't-
really see that as coffee.
It's not coffee. I don't.
Like,
I don't
I'll
think
drink
Starbucks
one of
counts as
those.
coffee. Everyone goes to Starbucks every day and is like, I'm a coffee drinker. But no, you're drinking. What you're drinking? You're drinking milk,
And
syrup,
It's hot chocolate.
and hot water.
Well, that's really what coffee is, except
I
you
don't-
know.
except
No, I
like-
get what you're
like
saying,
coffee
except with coffee
beans.
beans, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's time. My dad has a French press at home, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee, and I'm gonna see. And even if I don't like it, I'm gonna start drinking it. I think
I don't like
that
coffee.
I don't like it either. I've tried it before. I'm like, ugh. But
Everyone-
I think that
everyone's
I
like,
need
you
to-
can't-
I need to try it.
Yeah, everyone's
It's like
like-
beer. You gotta like really try to like
Everyone's
it.
like, I don't understand how you can go every day, waking up early in the morning and not having a cup of coffee.
It's
and
like
just
I've
going,
done it my whole life.
It's like I've done it my entire life. I could wake up at 8 o'clock, go to bed at like 3 in the morning, and just be totally fine. Well, meanwhile, someone drinking coffee wakes up at like 8, complains about it, goes to bed at 8 at night, and then repeats.
Well, it's
And
because
like-
it's because we eat our Wheaties, man. It's
I don't think
Wheaties.
it's that. I think it's just we don't drink the
No,
coffee.
it's the Wheaties. I'm pretty sure it's the Wheaties.
I've
man.
never had a bowl of Wheaties in
Yeah,
like
neither
the
have I.
last
That looks
maybe
disgusting.
6 years.
That cereal looks gross. I mean, I've
It's
had,
pretty good. It's
no,
good
no.
cereal.
I've
Wheaties
had
is
the
great.
I've had the frosted mini wheats. You know,
Yeah.
like with the frost on it, like the sugar that I need desperately.
Yeah.
But I mean the original Wheaties that
It's-
don't have anything on them, just like the Wheatie patties that just
Yeah.
sit there.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
like that. I don't know. Call me old fashioned.
The Wheaties. Did you say Wheaties patties?
Yeah.
Like a burger?
No, you
Like
know what I mean. Like little.
How do you want your burger, son? With Wheaties. I like mine with an extra side of athlete, please.
Son, you can't be asking for that anymore.
Yeah, let me just shove those in.
Are you usually late, early, or right on time? Mostly early. I'm mostly early to most things.
I'm usually exactly right on time. Sometimes
I can contest to that.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of times when we're supposed to hang out,
almost to the dot.
Never
on time.
Yeah, okay.
We're right on the dot.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Then I don't know your professional life. You know, I don't know. Like,
it's
when you go to
like
work
it
and
depends
stuff.
on what I'm doing. Like if it's to go to like just a friend's house to like hang out. There's no specific.
And you're like a couple
it's
hours
just like,
late.
There's
yeah.
like no specific time. There's just like, all right, be here around like 10. I'll show up at like 10:30 or something.
Okay.
But I think that's different than going to like work or seeing a movie or something. I'll show up like, if it's work, I'll show up like 10 minutes early, or at least try to.
Yeah.
If it's like a movie, I'll usually show up like on the dot, right on time.
Just to miss all that. Get this. Okay, we went to watch the new Star Wars movies a couple days ago, and my brother was like, we were at home. I had just gotten up a little, like it was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And my brother and sister, Alex and Jenny, they were like, let's go watch the new Star Wars movie. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. I want to see that.
Were you late?
No. I mean, we were all there together. We
you
were
missed
all
the entire plot. Just got to the end where Han Solo dies.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. Hey, spoilers, Alex. You can't give away
I
Han
don't
Solo does not
I didn't
die.
I said Han Solo pies.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just edited that part to make it sound like you said. Damn, I feel really bad for anyone that's trying to go see that movie now.
Oh, come on. It's been out for like 3 weeks. If you haven't seen it by now.
Dude,
then
I still haven't seen... what have I still not seen?
If it's
Die Hard. That was 2001. I haven't seen Die Hard yet.
That's your fault then. If someone on the street's talking about Die Hard, or like I am, and you're like, dude, I haven't seen that yet, but it came out in 2001, fuck you. I'm not...
But that was just a couple... It wasn't even a month ago when Star Wars came out.
It was a few weeks ago. I'm sure most people have seen it by now.
Oh.
If you haven't seen it, I don't even think it's in theaters anymore. I think it's probably left.
It still is.
Yeah. Well, it's been so long now that I think if you haven't seen it yet and someone is talking about it, then you're shit out of luck. Because there's going to be so many people have seen it by now that you cannot walk into like a Starbucks without somebody probably like a group of people talking about Star Wars.
You're the movie Grinch. That's what you are. You're a grumpy
I don't think I'm the movie Grinch. I think I'm the rational movie guy. Like,
well, not everyone's $1 million.
No, don't complain about spoilers. If you haven't seen, go see the fucking movie. Well, don't complain.
If someone spoils the movie for you, you're not going to want to see it anymore.
Then fine, don't see it. I don't care.
You're what?
That's one part of the movie.
That's the whole. It builds up to that. The whole movie built. You're not like, oh yeah, Leia gets lost for a minute. See, that's a part of the movie. But you said Han Solo dies. The finale. The whole movie builds up to that, and you're like, fuck these people. Why are they so mad I gave away the whole movie?
Yeah, but then if you don't want people to spoil the movie for you, go see the goddamn movie.
All right. Anyway, I was going to go.
First day, like before it comes out, you're like, oh shit, I hope nobody sees it. But I'm not going to see it for 4 weeks after it comes out.
Some people are busy, you know? All right,
doing
anyway,
what?
I don't know. Sitting in a room.
What are you doing that you don't have time to go see a movie for like an hour and a half?
I don't know.
Masturbating.
I'm trying to defend people that haven't seen the movie. But anyway, I went to go see the movie. I went to go see the movie.
All right.
And it was like, so the show started at 1:20. Okay.
Yeah.
It was like early. Okay. And it was like 11:30. And my brother's like, "Are you ready yet?" And I was like, "No, it's not. It's not for a while." I thought, and he's like, "Yeah, well, it's not until 1:20." And I was like, "You want to get there? When do you want to leave?" And he's like, "I plan to leave at like 12:40, 12:45. I was like, you want to sit in a movie theater for 30 minutes? He's like, yeah, well, I want to get good seats. I'm like, it's already been out for like a week and a half. I'm sure we're not going to... Sure enough, we got there like 30 minutes early. We had most of the theater to ourselves. So we were at the movie theater for like 30 minutes just sitting there. And in my head, I was like... And then my family's like, why are you mad? Why are you so mad right now? And I was like, well, nothing. I'm fine. I'm watching a movie. Just got here 30 minutes early, but we're fine. We're fine. No, it was good. It was a good time. It was a good movie. I think people get sometimes. I think people get a little too critical when it's a sequel.
Coming to I don't think so.
No, not spoilers. I'm saying just the movie itself. Like when they're
no,
like,
I know.
They're like, oh, it wasn't like the other movies. And I was, well, yeah.
I don't think you compare it to the other. Cause like, okay, this is what I think. I don't think you compare it to the other movies. Because there was the first trilogy, which was 4, 5, and 6,
and which was perfect.
And that was fine. And then there's the second trilogy, which was unfair because people compared that to the first one, but it was a completely different plot line.
And it was like 25 years later.
Yeah,
it
was the prequel though.
Yeah, of course. No. I'm saying, but like it was
I think it was just a different plot though, so you can't. Yeah. There's like it's not fair to compare it to the first 3 movies because it's technically not the same.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same with the new ones that are coming out because it's a different plot.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel people feel the same way.
Story.
People feel the same way about video games. I feel like my friend was playing Battlefield Hardline. Okay, do you know what that game is like? Have you seen anything? Okay, it's another Battlefield game that came out. And if you know Battlefield games pretty well, they look amazing. They look really good. And the gameplay's fine. Like there's not any huge major problems with that. And not all my friends, but a couple friends at school were just like, yeah, it sucks, bro. It sucks. This game sucks. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, even if the game's not, it's just like, first off, let's just take this game and get rid of all the other things before it, okay?
Yeah.
This game is amazing, okay? All this stuff in the game, you're seeing
because people
bullets and stuff. But people
no
forgot how to appreciate how nice either a movie by itself could be or a video game by itself. They're comparing it to literally. They have such high expectations. Like it's supposed to get better from perfect. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a different story. Like it's the same idea, same concept, but there's just new stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like with the Call of Duty games. Everyone hates it.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone, for some reason, everyone keeps buying them.
Yeah, right.
But whenever they buy it, they're like, man,
I'm gonna buy it, but whatever, man.
Yeah, they're like, this fucking sucks.
This sucks.
This fucking sucks. This doesn't have any of the old.
Yeah, it's like that's
weapons in it.
Then why buy it? Yeah. Then stick to your old game.
Yeah, they're not gonna like keep to the same. They're not gonna make the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying though. Like my friends are just like, yeah, this fucking game sucks. I'm like, dude, look at it. All right, like this probably took thousands of people to make. All right.
Yeah, like if
you
think about it in terms of cereal.
Okay.
You have Cheerios.
Yeah.
You have Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
You have Frosted Cheerios.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Chocolate Cheerios.
Yeah.
And Fruit Cheerios.
Okay.
You can't. They're all different. They're still Cheerios, but they're all different types of Cheerios.
You can't expect Fruit Cheerios to taste like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Exactly.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they're all Cheerios, you gotta take each one for what they're worth. You know,
yeah.
if it's Fruit Cheerios, be like, all right, this is a different cereal. All right, and I'm ready for this different cereal.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna eat this different cereal.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've drawn out this.
Exactly. So in conclusion, are you old-fashioned?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Do you like rainy days or snowy winter days more? Oh, snowy winter days. That's just me. I love snowy winter
rainy days. I don't know.
There's something so romantic about just being not romantic like but something so nice when it's like a Saturday morning and you wake up and there's more snow than anyone can handle. All right.
There's but 2 feet down. Is that after it's already snowed the night before?
Yeah, and I was asleep. And it's still snowing. It's still snowing, all right? I'm like, wow. And it's nice and quiet. Everything looks so clean because the snow covers
Think
just
about
everything.
It in terms of, like, it's a typhoon and
that sounds terrible.
And a harsh blizzard. Which one would you rather be in?
I hate to stick to my guns here, Alex. I'm going to say blizzard because we've lived through many blizzards. They're not. I mean,
No, but I mean like the worst, like Alaska type blizzard.
well, a typhoon can become a hurricane, and hurricanes are bad. So are blizzards, of course. But
Yeah, but
from
do
what
you think-
movies have taught me,
But a blizzard could probably become a hurricane if you think about it.
that'd
Just
be
a very
horrifying.
cold,
Very cold, just snow.
Hurricane,
Just
yeah.
picking, then Frosty the Snowman comes alive, and he's evil.
or the beginning rains of a tornado,
Becomes snow. Yeah, is that it?
and a very harsh blizzard.
Dude, we should write a movie about that, like a blizzard hurricane,
A blizzard tornado.
a bloricane, blizzardcane. It'd be amazing.
Blizzardo.
Blizzardo, rated R. Coming soon this winter, a movie
In a world.
where one
In a world
hurricane.
where one hurricane became a blizzard. Coming 2016.
Blizzardo.
Blizzard.
Blizzard? That's just you're saying blizzard just differently.
What?
You said blizzard. You're like a French guy saying blizzard. Blizzard.
Oh! Blizzard.
I've seen many blizzards
That was
in
like
my
Spanish.
lifetime. It's not English.
Blizzard.
It's not
You're
American.
trying to get me. Is that French?
I think so.
I can't tell. You trying to get me to go Blizzard. What was that?
It was painful. That's I don't know.
Yeah.
Those all sound the same to me.
Really. I'm trying to do like
French.
French. I don't think I can. I can't do French.
I can do French okay.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui.
Blizzard is cool.
You trying to live?
Dude, I had. Do you know the
True.
Nannins, the family, the like,
Nanan?
Teo?
Yeah,
and-
they're French.
Yeah. So their dad was my baseball coach.
Here's mine too.
Really? Did you play baseball here? I didn't know that.
I did.
So yeah, he's the funniest baseball coach because he'd cuss, all the time. But
Yeah.
he had such a thick accent.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, he'd be like, "Shit, why don't you catch it?" It's like
Why
I'm not
don't
even.
you catch
I'm not
it?
even upset
I don't
you're
know how
mad
to
at me
do
right
it.
now. I'm kind of laughing at you. All right, let's do next question. Name 3 things in nature you find most beautiful. A ghost wipe when you take a shit. Those are the perfect games of shitting, man.
That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, especially
Those are in
when it's-
nature. I mean,
I think it's even more beautiful when it sprays everywhere. You know what I'm
dude,
talking about?
oh,
Like,
god damn, you paint the bowl and then you wash it away.
like after like a massive taco, like a 12-pack
Okay,
Taco
yeah,
Bell.
Okay.
meal.
Ugh, yeah. I have way too good of a mental picture right now.
And then it's a ghost wipe. It's like this
That's
is,
not possible.
this
I
is-
don't think that's possible. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, but how many? That's like winning the lottery.
That's the day where I'm like, all right, I could die right now and totally
That's-
be fine.
That's a day where you're
I've
like,
seen it happen. I've seen
that's
it all.
a day where you're like, I just do not want to take this step right now. I'll just probably leave it, hop in the shower, call it good. You know.
It's 4
But
p.m.
this is yeah. But this is the moment where you're just like, you do it, you get it over with, and you're like, success. This is amazing.
And then you're
Damn.
Are you still in pain? I think that's the key question.
Is it painful to begin with?
Absolutely.
Or was it painful after because you accidentally picked up the sandpaper roll?
Wow, you keep sandpaper rolls in the bathroom? I should start doing that.
I'm sure some like plumber or construction worker does. Do you like chocolate?
I love chocolate, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite chocolate? I love Reese's, dude.
Reese's?
I
I like
Reese's
Reese's,
cups.
yeah.
Reese's is
I like the
best.
mini Reese's.
I like every Reese's, dude.
Yeah, pretty good. I like Reese's.
Pat and I, dude.
I like
Pat and I always, dude.
I like Almond Joys or Mounds Bar.
Are you 98? Are you sad and live in Florida?
I like what Almond Joy.
Both of those candies are disgusting.
I
I'll eat 'em.
love chocolate and coconut. They go good together.
I don't like coconut. I think that's just my
Yeah.
problem. Anyway,
I like coconut.
Reese's. Dude, Pat and I, we'd go
I just thought of an idea for a candy.
coughing so hard, right?
Yeah, I know. I just thought of an idea for a candy though.
Huh.
Reese's and coconut.
Reese's and coconut.
Yeah.
Sound like a
Peanut butter chocolate coconut.
That sounds terrible.
I think
That's just for me.
I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm telling you right now, I'd never try it.
I'm gonna get a bunch of melted chocolate, put some peanut butter in it, put some coconut in it,
What would you?
freeze it.
Alex's Palex's.
Alex Palix, the chocolate man.
Can you sue him? No one can.
Can you sue it? No, you can't. That's Bob the Builder's version.
Bob the Builder. Whatever happened to Bob the Builder? I'm concerned about Bob the Builder.
He went off the earth. I think following
I think
following the trends right now, I think he sort of went off the rails along with the future generations. So now
Lindsay Lohan.
he
and
just
those guys?
became super ratchet.
Okay.
Yeah, started wearing crop tops.
Wow, as a
super-
man?
yeah.
That's bold, man.
Some booty shorts.
That's fucking bold.
Kept going home being like, "Mom, it's my body. I can do what I want."
I thought he was a grown man, no? I'm pretty sure he was he had a house. I don't think he has a mom.
But he probably has a mom.
Well, she probably died. That's probably why he got into construction in the first place. He's like, my mom's house collapsed.
Yeah, I don't understand how he has such a beautiful, happy life, but he's a construction worker. If you look at construction workers now, I think about 95% of them are sad.
None of them care about workplace safety.
Yeah.
They're like, maybe if I'm lucky, a brick will land on my head.
I think like 95% of them are sad because they're construction workers and
That's
they
sad.
just have
Well,
to-
they get paid very nicely.
Yeah, but
Very
I mean,
handsomely.
like,
yeah.
the
Of
work
course,
is
yeah, no.
horrible.
Well,
you know.
there's a lot of beauty
It's
in
like
it sometimes,
80-hour
like
work weeks.
woodwork and in carpentry. My
But the thing is, work's not always guaranteed for a construction worker. You know.
absolutely, I think so.
I don't think so. Because if there's no construction jobs, then there's no work. For
Infrastructure is growing and has been growing since the Industrial Revolution.
Some areas
There've been
don't have
there's
as
been
much.
at least 10 new buildings in America every day, probably.
Probably, but there are some areas that are.
Then move to a different area. I don't know. It's like trying to get a surfing job in Colorado. I'm not sure you can get a surfing job anyway.
I'm sure that some smart entrepreneur could set up a surf shop.
Anybody
in the
ready
middle
to
of
surf the
It's
waves?
Go on down to Salt Lake, maybe Sylvan Lake. Just make your own waves. You don't need waves.
Got waves, bro.
You don't need waves. Just stand up on the board. Yeah.
It's a new kind of surfing, bro.
You ever take this into a park? Here you go.
They're like, wow.
Put some wheels on it.
It's like a skateboard, but more expensive.
Go on down the 401. I don't know. What are California highways?
Dude, I don't know.
Is it like 202?
I have no idea,
I think
bro.
maybe that's the area code.
Maybe.
Gotta take it down the 202.
Be
I don't
righteous,
think-
bro.
Be righteous, bro. Take your surfboard down to 202. Write it down. Put some wheels on it. Take surfing. Yeah. I don't think that's a highway here. I'm not sold.
How big is your bed? Too small. I have a
bed's-
twin small.
Yeah,
So
bed's
my
pretty
feet
large.
so my feet hang off the end of it
Yeah.
every night, like Bigfoot. I don't know if Bigfoot
I had that problem.
I don't know if Bigfoot sleeps in a bed.
Yeah.
But if he did, he'd have the same problem as me.
I had that problem for a while. I used
It
to sleep in
sucks, man.
this twin bed and my feet hung off. But then I got a hand-me-down bed from my sister when she bought her a new bed.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
it looks wonderful.
Thank you.
It looks much more comfortable than
Yeah.
my
It was a good upgrade.
my metal framed piece of shit at home. Yeah.
well,
no.
one day.
My sister, no, she has everyone in my family, everyone in my family has new mattresses
Yeah.
and new beds except for me.
I know
Here's what I've been sleeping on my whole life. Ready? All right. My sister and I used to share a room when we were like age 0 to like 4,
Yeah.
and then Jason and I started sharing a room. We got a bunk bed, and the frames in the bed were made of wood, and just planks of wood. That's all you'd feel when you slept on it. It was just these planks of wood that would just stab you. And then, so I graduated from that to a futon that had been used for many years, and so that had just metal spokes from the inside of it, from like where the gears are, and just it would stab the shit out of me every night. And I had that for like 5 years, and then it was after my
Maybe
first.
I think that's why you don't need coffee though.
Yeah, I guess.
Just wake up in the morning.
Well, here's what it's taught me.
Dad, my back's bleeding again.
Way to wake up. That's a good way to wake up, son.
Plug it up, put a cork in it. Literally.
I was like, oh. No, it has taught me to get a good night's sleep in shitty places, though.
Yeah.
So whenever I sleep in a really nice bed, I sleep very well. So I guess it's a good thing. You need some Robitussin
I think so.
or some, I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta quit smoking them cigarettes.
Don't smoke at all. But I got that.
Drink some water. My goodness.
Thanks.
There you go.
But I know some people who have water beds.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people think those are so comfy.
I've seen one and I felt one and I was a child. I was like 6. I think Casey Hill. I think her mom, or I think either her mom or dad. Actually, yeah, they sleep in the same bed, I guess. So her parents had one, and I think I went over to a birthday party over there, and I was like, "This is the best thing in the world."
What would happen in the winter if you had a water bed?
And
But
it
you
froze.
didn't. You didn't have heat, so like, would it be ice?
Well, if you're living
You're
in,
now sleeping on a bed of ice.
that would mean your room would have to be colder than 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, I mean, if
And
it's
I
like
don't think that
negative
would ever
15
happen.
outside and you don't have heat, then it's more
Then
than
you're not
likely.
alive. We'll put it that way. To answer your question, if I had an ice bed, I wouldn't sleep on it.
David Blaine did it.
I don't give a shit about David Blaine. I'm Matt Sokovic. I wouldn't sleep in an ice bed.
David Blaine did it. Yeah.
My hero,
You can
David Blaine. We
Yeah.
did that David Blaine parody.
Oh yeah.
We,
What if could you sleep in the waterbed though?
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like, David Blaine did it.
Yeah, David Blaine could do it.
He slept in water.
He slept in water. Bed. Oh man, I miss the old videos that we made on the old channel
Yeah.
with what was your favorite video that we made?
Probably the Jackass parody.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I liked
'cause
it,
there
but
was
it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I'd say the 9 short films. That was my
Nine short
favorite.
films was really pretty good.
That was just the earliest sketch. You know,
That was pretty good.
we did a good job.
Tell me about a mistake you made.
Well, it all started 13 years ago.
Is this it's the opening to one of the Twilight series?
It's an NPR story.
For those of you who aren't aware, Twilight was an old TV show. No, I'm not
And
talking
just
about.
a time of day.
I'm not talking about the vampire movie.
I think they know.
Twilight.
I think they know.
I don't think any of those movies opened up with "and now an NPR story."
And 16 years ago, many people.
I think that'd be a good Twilight episode though.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It opens up, sparkling vampire, couple of werewolves, and then the guy's like, "I don't want to watch this on TV," and then he turns it off. That's it.
Wow.
End of the show.
Yeah. Well, that'd probably be the best ratings they'd get.
But then the TV doesn't turn back on ever.
oh, that's where the Twilight part comes
So the
in.
twist comes in.
The twist, yeah.
The old Twilight twist.
Name your 5 favorite foods. Ooh. All right, pizza, for sure.
You have a pizza.
So
I like.
here, I'll name my
you name
5,
yours?
and then you name your 5. Then we can
Alright.
discuss. So pizza. Let's see, tacos. I'm gonna go chicken. I'm a slut for chicken. I'll eat chicken all day.
Yeah.
That's 3. 4 would be Skittles. Is that a food? I don't know if that's a food. 4 would be Skittles, and 5 would
I
be.
think Skittles counts.
Yeah, it should count. I eat it, so I mean.
I think as long as you
It's-
eat it, it's
yeah,
food.
it's a food. Yeah.
And you can eat.
5 would have to be Sloppy Joes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Sloppy
Yeah.
Joes. Sloppy Joes are my.
All right. That's my turn. Let me get this cough out of the way.
Okay. Jesus Christ. We can do this on your deathbed if you want instead.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I think mine would be spicy Italian beef sandwiches.
Wow, that's specific.
Yeah.
That's good though.
It's like an actual sandwich. Have you
know,
had one?
I'm like envious because I can't come up with that specific of a food.
Have you had one though?
No.
They're like it's a beef sandwich, like Italian
Okay.
bread with like roast beef in it,
Mm.
and you just dip it in a bunch of juice sauce.
Oh, like Italian dip? Or like a...
It's like a French dip, but the
Oh, French dip.
the
Yeah,
whole
yeah, that's what I was
sandwich
thinking.
is like soaked. It's like moist, super soggy.
In the previous episode, you said you'd never want to eat moist bread. And now you're sitting here telling me that's one of your favorite foods.
I said moist makes things sound disgusting, but they aren't
Okay,
like
so
actually
moist
gross.
sandwich.
Yeah, moist sandwich. Moist pizza would be gross, but moist sandwich would be fine.
Okay.
But it's a good moist
As
sandwich.
long as it supports Alex's agenda over here. Sure.
Yeah, but no,
Alright, keep
spicy
going,
spicy
keep
Italian
going.
beef.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh man, I like a nice fine bowl of like frosted, maybe Cheerios or Frosted Flakes or something.
Yeah, cereal. Oh, I should have.
Cereal.
Yeah, I should have said cereal.
Any type of cereal.
Yeah, instead of Skittles, I'm gonna say cereal. I'm
Alright.
sorry. I hate to steal it, dude, but cereal.
That's alright.
Dude, Captain Crunch is my husband. Oh my god.
Captain Crunch. I don't like Captain Crunch because it.
Take that back. Take that back right now. I love Captain
I
Crunch
like
so
Trix.
much. Trix is good. Trix then changed the fact they don't have shapes anymore. They're like,
don't
kids
care.
kids aren't even looking at the shit they eat anymore. As long as it's colorful, they'll eat it.
Eventually, it's gonna be shaped like dick.
Yeah, they're like, they don't even fucking know.
Let's look it back at him.
Instead of Trix, it'll be dicks.
or tricks with dicks.
Tricks with dicks.
Yeah.
Kids are just like, nom, 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 nom. Gimme, gimme.
Maybe it'll turn with chicks with dicks.
The sequel.
Chicks with dicks.
Okay, so that's two.
Uh,
So that's
yeah.
two for you.
Okay. If anyone, if for those of you who know what I'm talking about, Gene and Jude's hot dogs.
What'd you say?
Gene and Jude's hot dogs.
Gene and Jude's hot dogs.
It's like a really good hot dog
Good hot dog.
from this one place in
One
Chicago.
place in Chicago.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I really like steak.
Ooh, oh, you can't beat a good steak.
No,
You can't.
Like a prime rib.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
A sirloin.
Sirloin. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Too good.
So is that 3 then?
that's yeah. I
That's
think
3.
so.
All right.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
Jeez, man, this is really hard.
Yeah, it's hard, huh?
Yeah. I enjoy toast.
Toast and bananas. Is that your next?
Peanut butter.
All right,
Toast
folks.
with peanut
All
butter
right.
and bananas.
Every day throughout high school, this kid.
Oh, up until now.
Up until of course. But I'm saying, I would see this kid. I would see this kid eat a piece of toast with peanut butter on it and a banana every day. He'd pull it out of his pockets, just like I have toast. It's like, yeah, I know. You always have toast.
Oh my god!
It was funny for,
Throughout
like-
the entire day, out of nowhere. Just, I think in every single pocket I had a piece of toast and peanut butter.
It was funny for like 3 months, and then it just got concerning. I was like, this kid's only eating toast and peanut butter and bananas. This kid's going nuts.
But it was like cold frozen toast.
And you're like, this is
It
gourmet.
was good though.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Toast with peanut butter.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
And bananas. If I could add I think that can be one.
Tasty.
Yeah, that's one item, and then the last one is just microwaved pizza.
Wow. Oh, okay. So pizza.
Like no,
But
but
the-
pizza, but it's like a day old, and then you put it in the microwave, and it's like even better.
Wow. Okay. So you don't like fresh pizza?
I like French pizza, but for some reason, to me, anyway, a day old microwave pizza is much better.
Well, the next time I have pizza leftovers, I'll be sure to send them to your address.
Yeah.
You're a lunatic. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good, but I'll have a fresh slice any day over a microwaved old piece. So you're telling me you take an old piece microwaved over fresh out of the oven? You take that over that? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
probably. Yeah, I think I would. It just tastes better to me. It's just better. I don't know why. I think it has like...
I like kissing my girlfriend before she brushes her teeth.
Exactly.
It's like, what are you doing? No.
I mean, if she has good breath.
If she has good breath.
Without brushing her teeth, yeah.
What if she just ate a pile of dirt right in front of you? Come here, honey.
If it was like peppermint dirt.
Peppermint dirt.
Yeah.
Are we Candyland? This is Willy Wonka's factory.
Well, you never specified.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
so
she's
I guess
eating
you're
Willy Wonka dirt, I'd probably be eating it too. So I think
Yes,
we'd be fine.
peppermint.
Do you like to shop? I love to shop when I have money. When I don't have money, it's the most degrading, saddest time. I'm just sitting there like, oh, to the clearance rack I go. You know?
I like-
this pink
I
T-shirt
don't
is
know if
only
I like-
$5.
I don't know if I like shopping, like buying stuff. I like going shopping and looking at things.
Well, I mean, whenever you get to take things that you like home, you gotta like that, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like usually when I go shopping, I'll just go into stores and look at the cool stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's what I'm
But
there for.
shopping would be like,
Like,
oh,
I
this
don't-
is cool, and
I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna buy it and
I
have
wouldn't
it.
consider myself like a modern, everyday, average American consumer. I just go and look at stuff.
I mean, I go shopping like once every 6
Like
months.
I'll look at all the
really, I mean,
yeah.
like I don't.
Like I'll look at all the laptops and stuff.
Well, yeah,
And
I mean, I agree, but I think I only shop like once
yeah.
every 6
like
months.
I'll go into the Apple store, look at all like the iPhones and laptops and stuff like that, and just mess around with them. And then I'll leave. And I won't buy anything. But I'll make it look like I want to buy stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what you
Someone-
got to do. That's
Someone
nice
would be
thing.
like, "Can I help you with something?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Where's the newest iPad? And they're like, "Right over here."
They're like, can't you
And
see?
they start telling me about it. I'm like, "Shit, just let me chill out on it for a bit, and we'll see where it goes."
We'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Can I take this into the bathroom with me? I can. Oh, I don't want it then.
Yeah, you can take it into the bathroom, on the toilet,
Next to the shower.
in the sink.
It's all in the bathroom. You got. You're only saying things that are. That's a sneak peek of our comedy show. That's one of the lines. Is that? And you're like what's
Spoilers! Now no one's gonna want to see it.
dude? Oh my
What?
god. That's like me saying.
What?
That's like me saying at one point
The-
Han Solo blinks. People are like, oh shit. Well, all
Yeah,
right.
you spoiled the movie because he does blink. You spoiled it.
Actually, I don't remember if he blinks or not.
Spoiled it.
I don't remember if
Does
he
he not
blinks.
blink?
I don't know.
He goes through the whole movie.
I can be 99% sure that he does blink, but I can't say I'm 100% sure.
Chewie.
With bright, just eyes, and just hey,
The director's like Han or
Abrams. Right?
hey Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Harry.
You gotta.
We
You look
gotta-
a little creepy on camera. You gotta start blinking.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do you love me, JJ? All right, take 3.
All right, take 3.
When did you know you wanted to be a comedian?
I was like 4.
Tell me about it.
Tell you. All right. Well, I've watched. I think like the first time, like it's just like the feeling of making people laugh. Like the first time was like, I just got done watching like Star Trek with my dad and my brother, and I was like, I used to say all the time like, I want to watch Captain Spaceship, and they'd laugh, and I think I kept saying that over and over to make them laugh, and I used to tell, my parents and my friends from then until like middle school and even now, super like far-fetched jokes. I mean, but right now they're much more like mature, much more like complete, like better jokes. But I would tell my family horrible jokes, like knock jokes, stuff like that. It's just not funny at all.
Yeah. And then you grew up to be Alex.
Grew up to be Alex.
Big Dick Alex Berry.
Yeah, Alex.
That's your nickname, right?
Alex, the guy nobody knows at all
Yeah.
whatsoever.
I was 5 years old, 5 or 6, and we had these 2 babysitters that were no, don't right on me. Get out of here. We had 2 babysitters that were students at Yuga Valley, and so they were in the kitchen making like mac and cheese or hot dogs or something like that, and I was sitting on the kitchen table, either on the kitchen table or like kitchen chair, reading books from this cardboard knock joke book. Like it was like the little it had like 100 pages, maybe 50 pages of knock jokes, and then and I didn't get puns and I didn't get wordplay. I didn't understand it or anything, but I'd read it out loud, and they would while they're making food, and they would laugh. They would laugh really hard. I just remember thinking, like, this would be really cool. Like, I love making people, like, this is good. Making people laugh is that's a good one. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, the feeling was indescribable. You know, making people laugh. You just yeah, we had the interview with Randy today, and he was like, and something he said that stuck with me. He's like, any problems that anyone walks into that show with, you know, like any problems that the person walks in with, they leave without those problems, you know, bearing them down, or at least they go there and forget about it for a while.
Yeah.
They feel better.
Yeah.
And that's
It's a good feeling
to have that power.
Well, I mean, when you go into a room with a big crowd and all of them laugh.
And that's such a good feeling for you too. You're just like, oh my god.
It's like, like you go the first thing that you do when you perform, you go up and you're like, shit, like I'm so scared that no one's gonna laugh, or I'm just gonna like you know, nothing's gonna happen and it's gonna end badly, you know. But when that first laugh comes, you're like, wow,
you relax.
I succeeded.
Yeah, and you're like, that's a good feeling.
Succeeded right now.
I made
someone's day a little bit better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think just ever since then, we had, well, I was telling you this, we had brunch every Sunday, and we still do, every Sunday with my family. And I would try and make people laugh at brunch. Yeah. Either telling jokes or just trying to be funny. And sometimes, you know, I'd make them laugh. Mostly, I never did. You know, my dad still does not find me funny at all. He does not think I'm funny at all. He's supporting me moving and stuff. Like, he's supporting for me going to Jersey, but he's like, well, you're all right.
It's hard. It's hard to, like...
He doesn't... his sense of humor is very weird. Like, he finds some stuff funny that I find hilarious.
The thing is, it's hard to do comedy for, like, one person, you know, because then you're kind of...
Well, it's not that
I think...
He's seen me do speech stuff. He saw me in my finals room at State. The best round of my life I've ever had in speech when I won first.
Yeah.
He was there for that round, and he was like, yeah, it was good. and he's still seen that, and then when we talk about the comedy, he's like, yeah, you can give it a shot for a while. You know, that's how he talks about it. He's not like, yeah, well, you know, when you're out there doing what you love, he's like, yeah, when you're done fucking around for a while, you can go back to going to school. And I'm like, okay, Dad.
Go test the waters. Baby,
just see what it's like. Just see what it's like. It's like, Dad, I want to do this for my life. Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. He's like, well, you know, when you're done thinking that, you know, then you'll have a good life.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's still not on, you know, but whatever, you know.
It's all right.
Enough people found me funny to give me confidence to try and do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know. Let's see. That's another question.
What are the last 4 digits in your cell phone number?
Why? What? 0289.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel like it's good because it's just progression.
Would you like to change it? Is that
You know, for a while I did. You know, for a while I was a little insecure about the numbers that I was, and then
people in school were like, "Hey, Matt,
like,
I heard you have a 0 in your phone.
I hear you only have one odd number in your final 4 digits." And I'm like, "Leave me alone, okay? I didn't choose this, okay?" But after I just
your numbers are divisible by 2,
except for 9. But then I was like,
your numbers aren't prime.
I was like, oh,
except for 2 and 0.
Yeah, you need to work on numbers, man. How about this? They all have curves on it. Yeah. They're making fun of me for it. And I was like, you know what? I can't control that, okay? And then I just owned up to it. I just owned up, and it was just bliss, you know?
Mine are 4, 8, 2, 5.
Well, that's a fat kid's numbers. Those are fat kids' numbers. You know that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if you think about it as a weight.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of weight.
I'm only 289 pounds.
If you want to go into the phone books, try to figure out what number that is, then give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Give us a call.
Why not?
Well, I mean, if they know the area code, it's... Oh, actually, well, he has a Hawaii number.
Oh yeah.
You do. You have a phone number from Hawaii.
Well, now it's even more obvious. Now they're gonna have an easier time
Probably.
finding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
absolutely.
maybe I just made it a little easier for everyone.
I think he did.
That's not a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is.
Hints aren't bad. What was the last thing you ate? A sandwich.
Pizza.
Yeah, exactly. We had lunch today,
Yeah.
and I had a
I
sandwich.
had one of
from
my favorite
Heidi's.
foods.
There you go. Yeah, and I had one of mine, chicken.
But it was fresh pizza. It wasn't leftover pizza.
Yeah, so that's bullshit, isn't it?
So it was a little
It's alright.
toss it, throw it in the fridge. I don't care. What music are you listening to right now?
The music of humor.
Yeah. What was
Might as well
the
come out after that, right?
Timmy? Tell me about something that you would happily do again.
Do an interview with Randy Wyrick. I'll
Yeah.
do that again. I say that just because it just happened a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I'd happily do again. That's a dumb question. I mean, go home.
Again.
I'd love to go home again. It's probably gonna
Um,
happen tonight when I drive there.
love to eat another bowl of cereal.
I'd love to. I'd love to find a penny head side up again.
Yeah. How often do you go online?
More than I'm looking at like the world.
Yeah, I usually get like
I stare at a screen all day.
yeah.
I mean, really, it's just it's pretty bad.
I usually what do you do online then?
I go on Reddit. I look at all the stuff on Reddit.
Do you go on Facebook a lot?
No, I check Facebook twice a day probably, just to see if I have any notifications, and then I don't like scroll through. I don't look at what other people are posting usually. I used to be obsessed with Facebook. I used to be on it all the time, and then I think after I went to college, and then like people never talk to me again. you know how people do. You lose touch with everyone.
Yeah.
So after I went back down to like the close friendships of like 5 people, I didn't really. I mean, I just wanted to see what I needed to see, and then
absolutely.
So yeah, like Reddit. I listen to music.
I go on
and then play video games.
I play video games a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than I used to. I think it's like the novelties come back playing. Cause like I used to have like video games all the time, like the opportunity to play every day. But now I don't have that anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
and
like,
then it's like a forbidden fruit, you know.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
I have a Super Nintendo in my house.
Oh yeah.
You should come over and play some Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Play some.
I haven't played Super Nintendo. I usually just play PC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I play PC all the time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you on
Really
Steam
fun.
in a while. That game, Kerbal Space Program. Oh my goodness, that game is unbelievable. I love it.
I've been playing a lot of Fallout.
Yeah.
4.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. My brother
Pretty
has
fun.
it, and
It's pretty fun. I just finished the Minuteman quest.
Okay.
Yeah. If you know what that is.
I don't.
I know.
I feel like there's a Minuteman quest in every Fallout, though. I've heard that quest name before.
Yeah. There's it's like this.
There's one in New Vegas, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I'm playing New Vegas right now.
Yeah. Whenever I go in New Vegas,
I'm replaying New Vegas.
Yeah,
It glitches so bad, man.
You know,
I'm
I got bored of New Vegas. Like whenever I go in New Vegas, I usually just go around the map, like murdering,
Jesus
just
Christ.
mass genocide.
Oh my God.
The whole game.
You need to. You're the people the news talks about.
Yeah.
You're the kid that Fox News is talking about.
I think if you need to get it out, get it out
On a video game.
Get it out on a video game.
But if that's your
rather
goal,
than on like a Pizza Hut in real life, you know.
Pizza Hut. There was a shooting in Grand. There was a
at a Pizza Hut.
no at a KFC in Grand Junction, the one right across the street from me.
Yeah.
There was a robbery at gunpoint during class.
Where was it?
The KFC right across from Houston Hall. Everyone got a text from like the security thing. From school.
Who robs a KFC?
At
Nobody.
At gunpoint.
What are you looking for? Like $12? No one goes there anymore. No one goes.
No, he got food. He got food. He didn't get money. He went to get food.
Just go and ask for food. Go in. Maybe through like the drive-through. They gave you the food first, and then just go away.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
Way easier. There wouldn't be any like police involved. They'd just be like, oh, he dined and dashed. That sucks for us, but I'm not gonna do anything about it.
A million times a day.
Probably at least 3 times, if not 4.
Yeah.
In a week's time.
In a week's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Tell me about someone you really admire.
I really admire.
We can't use answers we've used before. We've had questions similar to this, like who's your hero or whatever.
I really admire.
I admire work, like comedians. I admire a lot
Yeah,
of comedians.
I admire like Louis C.K.
Louis, yeah. And
He's Nick Swardson a lot.
yeah, Nick Swardson.
I just admire.
Something he does really well is energy. He does energy really well.
Yeah.
That more often than not, that's what people are laughing at.
I definitely admire those people because I can relate to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like my life. Of course, I haven't had like the same struggles as them, but there's a lot of similarities between like me. And
comedy's
people.
Yeah, we were talking about that today.
Yeah.
With comedy being about empathy.
Yeah.
And being able to connect with people.
So, I feel like I can relate to I relate to those people a lot. Like Seinfeld, Louis C.K.
I'd say my biggest admiration as far as comedians. Who would I say? I'm trying to think of Bill Burr. Does amazing.
Yeah.
He does really good writing.
I
he does.
Bill Burr.
Him and Louis probably are my favorite comedians. The way they write is so.
I admire them a lot.
So exact, so perfect, and they have really distinct styles.
Yeah, and John Mulaney too.
Yeah, he's a good.
Really good.
I found out that he started going on tour very early. There's interviews about him.
Yeah.
I listened to an interview about him, and he talked about the worst set he ever had was at a campground, in I think Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he was standing on like wood, like
Jesus
that was the
Christ.
stage. And then apparently someone heckled him, like they were yelling to him, and they were like, "We'd rather hear silence than hear your stupid voice," or something like that. And that just hurts. Oh my god, I could not imagine heckling.
I bet he dealt like with that though.
I think he was like 19, 20.
Yeah, people are just mean though.
Oh yeah.
Whoever heckles someone trying to like tell a joke is just.
They're either drunk or not.
They need
nice.
to die.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of
probably.
people I hope are at the other end of the KFC robberies.
Well, no one got shot, but someone should have. That would have made the news.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've only had 2 sets, and the first one we ever had was by far the worst. At the coffee shop in Denver.
Well, there was like 2 people.
There was like an audience of 4 people.
There's like an audience of 8 people.
4 of them were comedians.
Yeah, no. 4 of them were comedians. The other. All right, let's say like there's an audience of 10 people. 4 of them were comedians. There's 6 other people. The first 2 comedians who went up, their entire set was like cursing. So the 6 people that weren't comedians that were like eating there left because they didn't want to hear it anymore, and they had like small little children in the room.
Yeah.
And for some reason, those guys just decided.
Oh fucking bro, this is a shit dick. You're like, wow,
it's like
right.
There's a 4-year-old here. I think he's heard enough foul language.
I think he's heard
to
enough.
where
yeah.
I can go on stage and just I don't know. Say like
once we got up at the end, basically, and what that turned into was a performance for other comedians and the people that worked at the coffee shop. The people at the coffee shop were nice; they were laughing at everything else. But I just remember standing up there being like, "Jesus Christ, this is the worst decision ever." I drove 3 hours up here, 2.5 hours just to be up here, just to fucking bomb for 5 minutes. And then step off. But boy, did we
talk
learn.
to nobody.
Did we learn? Those other comedians were such assholes. They were so there were some jokes that were good that I liked. But that's not, I mean, they were so cocky. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're making it here in Denver, They're like, yeah, we
the
got
guy,
the whole scene
I think one of the
figured out.
comedians owned the coffee shop, and he didn't feel any sort of, like, guilt or, like, pain that he just lost his customers for the month.
No, he didn't care. He didn't care.
It's probably going to go out of business very, very quickly.
I hope so.
I remember we rolled up to that. There was like a laundromat right next to it. There was no parking lot. We were
there wasn't a park. We had to find
parking. Is this the right place? They called themselves a comedy club on the website.
Yeah, nope. It was not. It was bullshit.
They were all sitting outside making like the set list right there.
Yeah, and they were like drinking coffee. We're like, "Hey, are you the comedians?" They're like, "You sit down."
You're like, yeah.
They were so rude to us because we were 17. I was 17. You were 18 because it was in the summer of 2014.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
I don't think they're rude. I think they're just really cocky, but they didn't have any talent to back it up.
That's what I mean. They were rude. They were
just
rude.
Bad.
Bad people.
It's horrible.
You make so much noise with just little objects the whole time.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
All right. Anyway.
All right.
So
that's about it.
Yeah, this has been a radio show.
I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
And thanks for listening to an hour of us talk about nothing. All right. See you later.